Suppose z varies directly as x and inversely as y. So what we're going to do first is just set up this equation. Now, if I have an equation that varies directly, I know that's going to be set up as y equals k times x. So this would be y varies directly as x. If I have one that varies inversely, I'm going to have y equals k over x. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of putting these together. So I know z varies directly, so I'm going to know z is out front, varies directly as x, so that gives me kx. We know that's our direct variation. But it also varies inversely as y squared, so what that means is we'll just put it over y squared. So this is the most important part, is make sure you're using the correct equation for what the problem says. And then once you have that, you're kind of going to do it 2 times. The first time you're going to do it and find k. And then the second one you're going to use that k to answer the question that they're asking. So we have if z equals 10 when x equals 5 and y, so that's our first part. That gives us our information to find k. So we have z is 10 equals, we don't know k, x is 5, and y is 1. So we'll make sure it's 1 squared. So let's go ahead and solve this. We get 10 equals 5k. 1 squared is just 1, so 5k over 1, or we can just leave that. Divide by 5, so I can see k equals 2. So there's my first part. Now I'm going to use this k and answer the question. So it says, what is z when x equals 11 and y equals 6? So I have z, we want to find z, equals, we know, and we're still using the same equation. So 2 for k, 11 for x, and then 6 for y, but it should be 6 squared. So let's go ahead and solve this. So 2 times 11, we get 22. 6 times 6, which is 6 squared, is just 36. And then let's go ahead and simplify. I can see 2 would divide out of both, so I'd get 11 over 18. So that tells us then that z would equal 11 over 18. So when you're doing these problems, first find your correct equation, whether it's direct, inverse, or kind of a combination. Then once you have your equation, you will use that to find k, and then use k to answer that question that they ask.